Hello everybody, this is a quick, well not quick, but this is a guide to krita when you're starting out, which is a free animation software and to drawing. It's mostly for drawing but also for animation. So anyways, let's start with the animation part, shall we? Okay, if you want, I'll first explain keyframes. Keyframes, I said this in a video which wasn't true in like one of my quick animation tips, but this keyframes are basically what decides what the picture is going to be basically. If here I have a picture of, let's say, no, I'll just draw it. This. Don't ask why it's like, oh yeah, just if this happens to you, because maybe you like are too much on something, then yeah, exactly. You can just change it, or like if you press too much, then yeah, you can just go to here or actually, no, I'm pretty sure you can just press something like that. Anyways, so basically you can just this is the eraser. So you can basically just draw something like this, and this is going to be like a normal stick figure. Now this is one keyframe. I accidentally did it. Well, I can actually switch between them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is a quick thing. You can make something a keyframe. You can move keyframes from one place to another. And then if I create a duplicate keyframe, then it's the same thing. However, if I do change it, or I just paste to keyboard, then it will turn out differently. So basically, now I do like this. So now if we look in our animation, in that frame right there, in frame 18, the picture will change from just a normal stick figure to a stick figure raising his arm. Sorry that the drawing is horrible. Now, quick thing to note, if you want to copy something, because sometimes if you do like a duplicate keyframe, it won't always be exactly what you might want. So you can always just copy to keyboard this drawing, and then let's say I create here a blank keyframe, and then I can just paste. And then exactly, that won't change anything because it's the same drawing here, so it's basically the same keyframe, so it won't change anything. Okay, now let's move on to here. This is my animation setup. It's pretty simple. Basically, here's when it starts the animation at 0. Here's when it ends. If you want, okay, when you import audio, then the amount of, if I do like frame rate is basically frames per second. If I do 24 frames and I talk for like 1 second, it's going to be 24 frames. So if you talk for like a minute, then I'm pretty sure you can go on like an app on Google, or just check in Google how much is 24 frames in a minute. Pretty simple. I do that for all of my videos basically. This will tell you what frame you're on, so if I'll move to frame 7, then it will be frame 7. This is how you can start. If you want to check if everything works okay, then boom. These are just stuff. I won't get into them because I don't use them, and this is for the start. Yeah, here you can change FPS basically. Why is this popping up? I do not know. And yeah. So I just want to say, if you're doing this for storytime animation like me, then all you need to do is go to here. For like importing audio, all you need to do is go to this. It's very small. Right click it, and then here you can change volume settings. But you can also open audio. It'll open to your MP3, and let's say if I just download Cool, then boom. So that was the audio from my last video. And if you hear like bumps, don't worry about it. It will fix when you'll export. But keep in mind that exporting is a bit different. You'll have to use FFmpeg and stuff like that. If you want me to make a video on that, maybe I will. But so yeah. That's basically, maybe I'll do I was thinking maybe I should do a different video for art also, but nah, I don't need to. Layers, so layers is actually super simple, and that's why I really like using Krita. Same thing with every other animation program. If you want to use the background layer, then just unlock it, and then you can do keyframes. Same idea basically on yeah, so same idea with the stuff. at the normal layers, if I draw something like here, then and by the way, it will end at the same frame as the first layer. And then if I create duplicate keyframe here and I'll add to it, then boom. Or I can just erase it. Oh yeah, in Krita, you can make maybe like a layer like before the background layer. You can change the names of the layers, so you don't have to necessarily call it the background layer if you really want to. Anyways, if you will do that, then it will show something. Sorry. If you erase something here, then it will show this. I don't really have too much experience. All I know is that it might do some weird glitchy stuff. In my Beehive in School video, if you can see in one of my backgrounds for like the brick wall, then you see a black poster. That was actually supposed to be a missing sign for my, I guess, pet in my animation videos. But I erased it and it was on the background there, so it looked a bit weird. So yeah, that's basically all of that. Now I'll go into tools. I'm trying to make this as short as possible, so I'll make it as simple as possible for starting out. Okay, so basically, here are all of the tools. If you want to like draw certain stuff, because this is more like artsy. Now, for some reason, for me, it doesn't right now, I don't have pressure sensitivity. I don't know why. I am using a drawing tablet, but pressure sensitivity is really simple. The harder you press, the stronger it will turn out. So this does use pressure sensitivity. I can't use it for some reason, so I'm really sorry about that. But this doesn't, so that's basically the same. And yes, sizes change if you put it on different stuff. And this is what I use to like my character itself. I do use like, this is the pen tool. I do use the pencil tool before I sketch something because it's a bit weaker, so it's easier to control. So yeah. And there's a bunch of other stuff. I accidentally erased it. It doesn't really matter, honestly. I would definitely recommend to try out a couple. I'm just trying out here stuff so you can watch. But I would recommend, if you're starting to use this is totally free app again, and then I would definitely recommend to like try everything out, see what's more comfortable for you, and yeah, just that way the experience will be much nicer. Oh, and if you do want to erase in the background layer, just do Control-V, fixes everything, and won't do that weird thing on the back. Sorry that I didn't mention it. So yeah, would definitely recommend. Don't really have the time to go on everything here since there's quite a bit. But there are some cool stuff. You have this, which I don't know what it does. I don't know what half the stuff here do, because yeah, I just don't know. Here you can actually change colors. So just press on like one of these squares, and then I want this to be red, and then and it's still black, but I can switch it, and then boom, it's red. Really simple. And again, that's what I really like about Krita. Simple and great. Definitely good for people starting out. Would really recommend this app again. Not sponsored. Not that they would sponsor me. Anyways, this is the line tool, basically where you point the line it will be. If I point it here, then it will be there. And if I point it straight, then it's going to be straight. Same idea with this, just longer, then it will be more like that, and square, it's going to be more like that. So, and same idea. Okay, I think hopefully you guys get the idea. This is a bit different, and and it's really good, cool. Basically, I can go from here to from here. Yikes. Okay, whatever. Okay, so this is a line from here to here, from that line to here, from that line to here, from that line to here, from to here to here. And then when it gets to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these corners, when it has 6 corners, it will stop. So that's pretty cool. And these stuff I don't really use, so I won't go off on them. I won't say much about them. But I will go right now on the bucket tool, which is something that I use a lot. So I'll just draw here one crappy circle, and I'll take a different and that. So here in the normal circle, then if I fill it, it will be totally black. However, in this weird circle, you see how there's a gap that there's nothing in it? Then it will go everywhere. So basically, just try to close something. That way it will fill where you want it to be. Sometimes if you do like different colors, then you might see a bit of excess, which, well, not here because this is straight, but in certain stuff you might find a bit of excess. You can draw over that or whatever, it doesn't really matter. This is if you want to, okay, so this is if you want to move the character, then you would go to here, and then you go to here. I forgot I'm in the background layer, hold on, sorry. Sorry, I did that. So yeah. Okay, sorry. I got that. Okay, so now I can draw only on this part of the thing. And if I move to here, then bam! I forgot I'm in this layer. I'm so sorry. I'm not good at this. So, okay, so now if I moved finally to layer 1, and I still have that on that, then now I can move the character. Woo! That's pretty cool, I would say. And yeah, if you, sometimes it can stay. All you need to do is right click on somewhere, and even outside, and it won't do that anymore. So yeah. Okay, so this is the same thing here, just this is a bit notable. This is basically customizing. But everything else, like this and this and this, they're exactly the same as these three. Okay, so these are very important. This is a zoom in, here is a zoom out, and here you can basically move the camera shot, which won't really change anything, because, yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll move on to a couple of tricks. If you long click, then it will open this. Now, what you can do is you can shift that. I didn't understand it at first, but when you understand that all you need to do is long click, then yeah. And all you need to do to get this out is just press something like that and boom. It can get a bit annoying at times, but don't worry about it. It's 1 second to just fix it. I didn't know it at first, and I had a bit of trouble. So yeah, that's basically everywhere and everything there. Do we have anything else to say? Oh yeah, animate play speed is basically how long it will be. Sorry, how fast it will be. So yeah, I'm not the best on that. Why is this popping up? It's just a problem with my computer. Oh yeah, customizing. Why is this popping up? Customizing. Okay, I'll just use my mouse. Sorry. Basically, you see this right here? Then you can just plop that out, and then boom, you can move it. You can put it down here or up here. What I do, this is basically tool options. So I put it usually on the bottom of everything. These are tools in general. Oh no, that's not right. Sometimes they can be a bit annoying. Yeah, okay. So yeah, normal tools, you can also plop that out. Here is the animation desk. It's different. This is basically play speed and whatnot. And then you have layers. You can also plop that out. And this is the actual animation. And I would recommend putting this up or down. You can put this up, don't worry, but for me it doesn't show. I would recommend putting this downwards, because I don't know, I just find it the most comfortable. If you like it upwards, then do it upwards. Really just personal preference. I prefer it upwards. Sue me. Sorry, I'm not really good at recording stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully this is helpful for the start if you're starting out. Also another trick, if you see like this is like a bit fading, then that probably means it's going to be on pressure sensitivity. That was about the last thing. If you want me to make a video on how to export krita, because if you export it on a krita file, then it's going to be one stale image, then yeah. if you're wondering why I'm uploading this video, my normal people who watch my videos, it's because I don't know when my next video is coming out. I checked it, and it's going to be really long, and yeah, a lot of people ask me about krita. They didn't necessarily ask me about how to use it. I just wanted to make this video because I thought it would be interesting. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful, and yeah, I hope you liked it. Goodbye.